Hello and good evening, wonderful viewers, wherever you are. We are back again with one of the best sports program on TV called Sport 360 Light that comes on here every Sunday from the hour 8 to 9 o'clock. And in our studios right here, we are Atlantic TV, the home of TV revolution. And we are located in the little smiling coast of Africa, the Gambia. And our studios live here at West Coast region side of the Gambia, Farato. Well, back again for your favorite sports program called Sport 360 Light. Host myself, Bakary Manneh, aka Big Sam. And today, we're definitely going to bring you this program, and the program definitely is going to be separated into two. And the first part of the program will be speaking to the media officer, Mr. Abdoulie Njie of the one and only, that is Kaira FM in Koloro, about the most heated, that is Kombo East District final, which is coming next. And immediately after that also, the last part of the program, I'll be speaking to our very own sports and cameraman in our studio here, who is Alieu Dahaba from Som, Sotoko, I beg your pardon, and they just concluded sports day that was held in Som. We'll talk about that, all coming up in today's edition of Sport 360 Live. But remember, it's under the screen, sponsors are invited. Just contact us in our studios here, and any other thing that you have, if you want visibility, anything you want, Sport 360 Live will bring you. Well, first, to unveil my guest, that is Abdoulie Njie. Mr. Njie, you can pick up the mic. Njie, welcome to Sport 360 Light in our studios here at Atlantic for the very first time, right?
Yeah. So,
take the mic properly, Mr. Njie.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Boss Big Sam. Good evening to all the viewers watching Atlantic TV right now. Like you said, my name is Abdoulie Njie, the Media and Public Relations Officer for Kombo East District Sports Committee. I am so much glad to be here today.
Thank you very much. That is my own boy, Abdoulie. Thank you for hosting, for definitely being my guest today. I'm so happy to be here. But first, Abdoulie, let me give you burden to greet the people of Kombo East, wherever you are, especially those in sports and everywhere they are watching. America, Asia, anywhere in the world.
I just want to say a warm welcome to everyone watching Atlantic TV right now, anywhere you might be around the globe. This is your Media and Public Relations Officer, and I am so much glad to be here, and I believe you will definitely going to be giving very good and insightful details when it comes to the affairs of the district tournament and the district sports committee itself. So once again, I will definitely want to say a very big thank you to you, Boss Big Sam, for giving us this opportunity to be here. And also, I will say a very big thanks to my colleagues, the district sports committee under the dynamic leadership of Mr. Lamin Baji, for the trust and confidence that was bestowed in me to be leading this office for quite a very long time now. Wow,
fantastic. That's a very good one. Thank you, Abdoulie. You talked about 19 years, if I can remember, you've been existent. This district tournament, it is village by village that are part of. Tell us the component. How do you stage this? Every village in the Kombo is common. Tell us a little bit about the organization aspect of it.
Yeah, thank you very much. The district tournament is a tournament that used to be a stage for between the villages within Kombo East. Around 80s and 90s, when some of us are not yet born, or when we might be young at some point, we've understand that the district tournament used to be played, but like in those days it was not lively like we are talking about now. In 2006, the district tournament came to existence thanks to one of the youth organization, that is Kombo East Youth and Children Development Alliance. It is a youth component that also have different bodies. So the sports committee was then captured under that body. So that was the time, after so many years we have been not enjoying that beautiful moments when it comes to football. So a group of young people came together to say, you know what, having these other components under the body, I think sports also is something that will be very important. So that was the time when the district sports committee also went to a congress, and villages, a few villages, around 16 or 17 villages came together and elect new executive members. So the first chairperson was Alassana Boss Jaju. He was the one who led the district in 2006. So that was the year the district tournament started. Though I was young in those days, but I am fortunate to say that yes, I was able to watch the final that year when Kafuta and Kulora played the first edition final and at Kulora. So it was it used to be a very lively tournament even in those days, you know, because when you talked about the district tournament, this is you're talking about a village versus a village. Okay. So the people of the communities used to take ownership, so that makes this tournament very beautiful. So from 2006 to date, we have been playing this tournament continuously until in 2009 when we were unable to play the tournament based on one or two reasons. Then from there, I think up to date, we have been constantly playing this tournament until 2020 when COVID interrupted everything. So that was the only 2 years the Combo East haven't played the district tournament. Okay. So the district tournament has been a very important competition when it comes to, you know, Combo East with all challenges and other stuffs, but it's a tournament that people used to follow, and it's a tournament that people are always in love with. Big Sam.
Okay, fantastic. A very good delivery there from me. When you got a media officer as your guest, you get everything that you need. So thanks, Abla. Let's now what is the component, or can you tell us some of the executive, including you in the new executive of the district sports?
Yes, in those days...
no, I mean right now.
Right now, yes. I am just...
oh, you're just trying to connect the dots?
In those days, when executives are elected, the chairperson and the secretarial and other departments will be in charge of everything. Okay. But thank God, under the leadership of Mr. Lamin Baji this time, you know, we are able to have some components, like we are able to have the competition department. So the competition department used to be in charge of all the competitions during the tournament. So we are able to, that was the department that was added during Lamin Baji time, but in previous years we have other departments, you know, like the Appeal and Disciplinary Committee, and we also have, you know, I will not talk about the Finance Committee and other areas like the communication aspect. So, but you know, I think now we, from, you know, 5-7 years ago, we have been moving gradually. We are able to have a very good competition department, and now communication department also, like, you know, I am representing the district sports committee today. It used to be we used to have PRs during those days, but not effective like, you know, nowadays for the past 7 years when the district was recognized as a zone under the Gambia Football Federation. Oh, yeah. So I believe you know, the work is definitely very easy compared to before, because all executive members, you know, you find yourself in a different
place. But we have the president.
Yes, yeah. So
I want to know the setup. You have the president.
Yes, we have the chairperson. Okay. We have the first vice chairperson. Okay. Who is the head of the competition department. And then we have the second vice chairperson. Okay. Who is the head of finance. Okay. You know, we have the third vice chairperson, who is the head of the appeal and disciplinary committee. Okay. So from there you have the secretarial, and you have the communication department and other areas also, like the social secretary and other stuffs. So this is how the setups are as far as our executive is concerned.
I think it's just like the Gambia Football Federation setup. Well, that's a professional setup out there. As the media and communication officer of the what is your day-to-day regarding your job in this Combo East District Sports?
Yes, as the head of the media and communication, as far as the district sports committee is concerned, it is not an easy task. I used to be responsible for every communications affairs as far as the district sports committee is concerned. I'll be disseminating informations, to the public, and most of the time the the teams at the various communities also will be in touch with me when they want to know anything in regards to the the operations of the committee or any other thing that doubts them. So, and also beyond the executive level also, I used to be responsible in handling all the informations that will be coming from the district sports committee. So it has not been an easy task, but I think I have to thank the district sports committee under the leadership of the previous chairpersons that I have worked with.
But it's the same thing that you're doing right now?
Yes, the same thing.
That's what I want to know. That's how I'm driving at something. Yes, that's what you're doing, right?
Yes, that's what I am doing. So
communications,
day-to-day,
scheduling, all that stuff.
Yes. And I used to be responsible for everything. Anything that you need to know about the district sports committee will come through me as the media and communications officer.
It's disseminated.
Yes. So, and it is disseminated, and any information that comes from the district sports committee that comes from my office. I used to be responsible for everything.
That's right. That's Abdoulie Njie for you. Njie, let's now, because we want to talk about this year's final, but can you remember who were the last tournament finals, the champions?
You mean last year?
Yeah, the last year.
Yeah, the last year champions were Koloro. Koloro were the league champions. Farawa Banta were the knockout champions.
Okay, yeah. So are all these people in the final this year?
No. Koloro was out. Farawa Banta are into the league final, and they were the knockout champions, and later they became the Super Cup champions also, and they are into the league final, this year too. So they will be playing against Kafuta Jarisu as far as this year's league final is concerned. Okay,
give us can you unveil now what we're talking about, the Combo East final? When is this final? Who are playing this final, and where are they playing the finals?
Yes, like I said, Faraba Banta will be playing this final against Kafuta. And Faraba Banta are three-time league champions, and Kafuta have never tested any success when it comes to the district tournament. This will be their third league final. They appeared in the first edition and in 2010, and also from then it is 15 years today appearing into the league final. So it is definitely going to be a very interesting final. But Faraba Banta, they have won every tournament, every trophy that has been staged by the district sports committee from 2006 to date. They've won the knockout, the Super Cup, and 3 times league champions also. So Kafuta are yet to test any success. So that's
so Kafuta playing Faraba.
Kafuta will
when
be
is
playing
this
against
and
Kafuta.
The venue? Can we know the date and
the final is scheduled for this Saturday, 12th of April 2025, and the venue will be at Koloro Football Ground, and it will be starting at 4:30 p.m. onwards.
So there's it. That's on Saturday 12th at Koloro Football Ground. Faraba Bantam plays Kafuta. Well, Kafuta, that's where you come from. So you never taste victory, so you might taste this time. So, okay, now let's talk about, Abla, how is the preparation like? Because preparation is what makes the success of everything. How is the preparation like?
Yeah, this is a replay final. The first final was played between the two sides. They ended 1-1 draw in regulation time. Then going to the post-match penalty shootout, the a winner could not be produced, as well. So we decided to postpone the final to a later date, that is this coming Saturday. The preparations on high gear, APS are the sponsors of this tournament. If we could recall, they have been sponsoring so many zones. So Combo is also happens to be part of the luckiest package as far as their sponsorship package is concerned this year. And we are preparing very well. The level of the organizing committee, we have reaching out to so many guests, invited guests who will be gracing the occasion, like the APS Prince Empire. We have written to Ministry of Youth and Sports, the president of the Gambia Football Federation and the team, the Regional Football Association president and the sports committee as well, and our MPs, the councillors, and other relevant stakeholders within the district and beyond, by the chairman, BAC, and other important members. So when you talked about the district tournament in this country, you always see Comboys on top. So it is never an easy final. The turnout used to be exceptional. And if you were at Cloro, the first final, you will not believe that, yes, this is the number of people, spectators and fans who came in to watch or grace the final. So, and that final happens to be an eye-catching one. So this one, it's a replay one. So a lot of people who were not fortunate to watch that final are so much anticipating to be on the ground.
So that logistically everything is ready.
So logistically and everything is in place. And we are now just waiting for the D-Day, and we're hoping to stage one of the best finals in the history of the district. Sure.
Abdoulie, before we go, what is the most important message you want to send across to our viewers regarding this final?
Yes, that would be peace. Peace is paramount. Well, for the past few years, we used to encounter some, violent stuffs. Sometimes when people question about the peace and security of the district tournament, I remember it used to be a very tough one in those days. I will have interview with colleague media houses. I remember scenarios happens few years ago. But this is a community football. We used to see it even at the international levels when Real Madrid and Barcelona will be playing. The atmosphere used to be very tense, and talking about Manchester derby, the London derby, and stuffs like that. So this is a community football, and two big teams will be playing. That is Kafuta Jarisu and Faraba Banda. And they have met in the group stages where Kafuta happens to won, and everything was very peaceful. So the message here is the fans and spectators have to understand that the purpose of this tournament is to nurture talents and also foster unity among ourselves, and create an environment where our young people will be exposed and to be at another level. Because for the past few years, when we are recommended as a zone, we have registered so many success when it comes to the development of players, and even some coaches and some sports administrators. So this is the purpose we are staging this competition, but it's not a purpose of where we'll be having this violence or create enmity among ourselves. So I want to urge the fans and spectators that the district sports committee under the leadership of Lamin Baji will definitely not going to tolerate any unsportsmanship from any community or any individual. So we are appealing to everyone to come and understand this is a final, and this time we are not talking about a replay final. One must emerge as a winner. So at the end of the day, if any of this community happens to become the champion, we, let's celebrate, each other. We take it in good faith as well. So this is a final. Sometimes, we don't believe that in a final there's a loser. No matter what, you'll be going home with something.
Combo
so
is
I
win
believe this is
at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, exactly.
Combo is win. I remember, this is a true story, one of the finals. I never know that in my life I can do hurdle. Maybe I was trying to, if I was so young, I will go for track and field. I can run hurdles, because when the stones start flying, I was flying across some bushes. I don't know that I can do hurdles. That was in Cloro, and that was a true story, man. We come to the end of this interview, but Nyindo Loftale Yafo Mandika Kanto, the final word, Molu Kumandi Sutu Combo is coming final on Janibita, but Wakenya Mandika Kanto Purum Fanala, Jibela Minimum Kangalama Fanasa Omay. Final word.
Baraka Bake, Boss Big Sam, ko Kondanda Bake Puruka Tarajambi as the Media and Communications Officer or Public Relations Officer, District Sports Committee, Ka Sutiandi Dorong, the final bar sorola minyanda ka play Kuloro Sario Kono, in Sibidi Minkana, the replay final. The 19th edition of the District Sports Committee, la APS sponsored from League Final, when you minyanda ka play. Faraba Banta anin Kafuta Jarisu tema abekala final oti mi alon ka be kumala bake bari nyin sare fulo nina ta jibe ye tariko soto ba Faraba Banta na tariko le amba farmanse ata bake Kafuta de bari Faraba Banta ye nyin ligo tale sinya saba ye knockout ota ye super cup ota bari Kafuta nena ma nyin trophy nyin win covering a super cup long for a knockout for the league. So abekela final to mialon ka be kumala bake be molbe kumandla pro senanang ye nyim final o nyim mabe bari abekela tariko di wado dun tariko e nyanta ka trial pro ifana tara tariko nyim kono. So be mol kumandla fana ponila alon ko binala nang the fans or lanin spectator purun sa kata bake nga Cairo nin tenko ni maintain ibaje la final ni se play no Cairo kono ban Cairo kono bare ni nata jibe nga mo jama ball invite minun yalon ko nyanda kanana na Minister of Youth and Sports be kono le Bakary Manneh GFF President Manala Mol Kababajo Fanabo kono le na Honorable Chairman Yankuba Dabo aning na MP na council and other important members of mini yalon ko be na district ko kana bandala so binala kana mabe nyim final ola so abe kumala bakela purun sa understand ko final football mum pruka Cairo ning Cairo le sabatin din tema anim fana kan funding kel nyin develop ibaje la fana se bonyin stake to it another stage so wolem the purpose of this tournament so atata nata sibitolem ni la faytara tariko kono sa kata e futa kuloro talan saba nata meta minitan saba bari jannin talan nano ka tara dulal mu me far so pour ise load la sotono wala sid la sotono e nyim final kumari o jibe iba kata la na juna and wakamala dron Big Sam fongola boss mbe tentula bake mbe jayila kontanda bake aning ila dokulal mume mbafole mume ya baraka and it is a pleasure to be here.
Thank you very much, Abdoulie, for coming. Thank you so much. Sport 360 Live, we go for the break, and when we come back, we have Alieu Dahaba right in the studio for the Som Football, of course, Sports Day. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. You looking for a place where you can do your production? Well, Atlantic Media Company got you covered. We are professionals in anything we do with good quality. We have professional standard recording studios for your voice recording, live and instrumental records, mix and mastering. Not only that, we have a mighty sound system, Atlantic Sound International, for your official ceremonies, naming ceremonies, club show, open events, chairs, stage concert, and many more. Oh yes, not forgetting Atlantic TV, the home of TV Revolution, for all your live coverage, video shooting, photo shoot, printing, and many more. Visit us today at Farato beside the mosque or call 369-0787. Welcome back after that wonderful break, and reminder that you are watching Atlantic TV, the home of TV Revolution, and it is your favorite sports program on TV called Sport 360 Live with me, myself, Bakary Manneh, fondly called Big Sam. Well, that was Abdoulie Njie, the media officer for the Combo East District Sports, with their big final coming up on Saturday the 12th at Kuloro. you all invited. Next, we'll turn our mic to our very own Alieu Dahaba. Well, just sometimes last week, actually, Alieu also come from Kombo East, a village called Sotokoi. But last week, we can say there was a sport day, and this sport day happened to take place at Som village. And well, more on that, Alieu is part of the organizing team of the competition. Alieu, welcome to Sport 360 Light on FMB, or I beg your pardon, on Atlantic TV.
Thank you very much, Big Sam, for letting me to be in this platform. Welcome, thank you.
Well, let's talk about this sports day. History will tell you this is not the first one. How does, give a little bit of history about this sports day? How is it organized? Is it organized on Som only, or Sotokoi, or other part? How does it come about?
Yeah, thank you for asking that beautiful question. I started this sport day when I was in school.
Oh, you started it?
Yes.
So that is single-handedly?
Yes.
The CEO?
Yeah, I'm the CEO and the organizer. I started when I was in school around 2019, 2020, when I was at senior school level.
Okay.
Yes. When I was in senior school, I told myself that, yes, I have to do certain things in life.
Okay.
You know, this is why I started to bring myself into sports.
Okay.
In general, yeah.
Was this a passion in you, or you are a sports guy, or you just love it and then you think outside the box to bring this kind of a sports day?
Yeah, definitely. I really love sport. You know, when I was in school and then during my childhood time, I was a great footballer, but due to certain injury, I have a knock on my knee, so I was out of football. Then I told myself, yes, I have to do certain things, you know, in development of sport or football in our area. So that's the time I entered into this sports day. You know, I organized it. When I organized it, that was around 2019. That
okay.
was my first year at Sotokoi, an area called Sumakunda in my own area, where I call young people that was under 15. I said, okay. I called them, I told them, yes, this is what I organize, and then I want us to nurture ourselves in sport, because we are the future
okay.
generation of this Gambia, and then we are the people who will change this country, the level of our sport in this country to another level. So we have to come together, you know, we bring certain things. And then when I started it, people really hold it for me, and then we do it. It was a successful time. It was a successful.
That was the first one.
Yeah, that was the first one.
So it was done in Sotokoi,
Sotokoi,
your home village.
Yeah, in my home village, an area called Sumakunda.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Alieu, when we talk about sport day, sports in general is wide. So this sport day, is it only on football or other disciplines? And tell us a little bit, how do you organize it?
Yes, sport day. When I organize a sport day, I told myself, yes, it has to be the whole day program.
Okay.
Yeah, it has to be the whole day program. I really love to, you know, shift myself into another sport activity like okay. Athletics or basketball, but I don't have support by
okay.
that time.
Okay.
So, you know, I have to rely myself on only football.
Football.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So this is the unders, or is it senior level, or you have a category that you use to organize this?
Yes, of course. Last time, in my first year, it was under 15.
Okay.
And then in my second time, it was under 18 onward. That was seniors one. Okay. Then I get the seniors, and then they came in large number. Suddenly, I know I have to reduce the team, because it was only my organized, so I have to limit myself. With
that was under 18?
Yeah, that was under 18. Yeah, that was under
so
18.
So you do under 15s and under 18.
Yeah.
All right, your first year you did it in Sotokoi, which you said was a very good one. So this year it was in Som, but before this year, apart from Sotokoi, where do you always also do this, or it was only Sotokoi?
Yeah, I did it twice at Sotokoi.
Okay.
Then when I came to Faratu, in our area called Newtown, some people call it
that's Faratu here.
Yeah, Faratu.
Okay.
We have a field in our area. Then I call people, you know, I call them, I say, like, this is what I always organize in my village. Why not I organize this here? And then people really love it, because they told me that, okay, look, when you bring this kind of competition, it will really help us.
And that was under?
That was senior school. That was a senior level.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, seniors
Okay.
level. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, at our own area, far out here. Yes, and then they hold it for me. They came in large number. In fact, those people. That's the time that I even start ball-to-ball commentary on that day.
Okay.
Yeah, in 20.
So that was in Farata.
Yeah, that's one far out here.
Okay, and after that?
And then after that, I shift myself back to Sotokai. Then this year, so.
This year you did a song.
Yeah.
Well, that's a very good track record. Before we talk about the song one thing I want to be clear and with my viewers, this sport that you say is a whole day. What do you do, or how does it do? How do you do it in the period of in a day? How does it? Tell us from morning onwards. How do you do it?
Yes, I started 9 o'clock because this is an African time.
Talk to the viewers. Talk to the viewers.
Yes, this is an African time. When you tell them 9 o'clock, they will come sometimes.
No, we're not. Sorry to interject. We are not concerned about the timing, but how do you do it? That's what we like in the morning. Just give us that.
In the morning.
Yeah.
When I started around 9, what I do is when 10 teams come. When 10 teams come, I decided to separate them into pools. Then you have 5 pools here. You have 5 teams here. You have 5 teams in Group B. So 5 teams in Group A, they will compete. The first 3 top teams with higher point will qualify to the semi-final.
The first 2?
Yeah, the first 3.
3, okay.
Yeah, they will qualify to the rather quarter-final.
Okay.
Then the Group B, they will also, the top 3, they will also qualify to the quarter-final. Now it will be 6 teams.
Okay.
6 teams, then we have the quarter-final, then 4 teams will move to the semi-final.
Alieu, I'm confused here. Let's get back. You have 8 teams as a quarter-final, but how do you manage 3 teams in a quarter-final?
I have 6 teams.
You have 3 qualifiers, automatic qualifier for each zone, and now you have only 3. And quarter-final is 4. Where do you get the rest?
No, you didn't get me.
No,
I mean, in the first group,
yes,
you have 5 teams.
Yes, 5 in a group.
In that 5 teams,
yes,
top 3,
yes,
yes, they will move to the quarter-final.
Okay.
You get it now?
Yes.
Group B also,
okay, top 3,
they will move to the quarter-final. It will be 6 teams.
Yes.
In that 6 teams, one has to drop, and then the other 2 has to move. The other 2 in this group and the other 2 in this group has to move to the semi-final. I think you get it now.
I get it now, but I don't understand it to be a quarter-final. Quarter-finals, wherever you have it, is an 8 team. You're going to have 6 teams in a quarter.
No,
so in your league format,
in my league format,
good. In your league format, we have 6 going for the other level.
Yeah,
that is the level before the semi-final. Then out of that, 2 from each of these groups qualify to the semi-final.
Good.
Exactly, but when you say quarter-final, quarter means quadra.
Quarter means 8.
Exactly. So okay, let's 3 goes to the next stage before the semi-final, and 2 goes straight and the other drops. I understand. So this is how you do it.
Yeah, this is how I do it.
And then until the final.
Until the final, and then. Let me tell you, the final will be a very interesting encounter. I invite Mr. Dugure of King FM and then other media.
No, you are talking about song. We're not talking about song. We said the way you are.
Yes.
Now let's talk about song. Yes. This year, tell us all about it. This year's sports day. Yeah,
this year's sports day at SOM, it was quite interesting.
Okay.
When I even educated at SOM. For 3 years, for 3 good years, I was at SOM.
Okay.
And then I told myself, look, this year I have to shift myself to SOM. It has to be, something gradual. I have to move into another level.
Okay.
I contacted SOM Sports Committee, and then they told me that, look, here is your village, and then you are welcome anytime to create this kind of things, and then we are also happy for you to initiate this kind of thing. And then they give me the room, and then they also give me the date. On that day, I came into SOM, and then I met only 4 teams that prepared to be on that day. So that
how many teams you were expecting?
I was expecting around 10.
Okay, and just 4 came.
And 4 came.
Okay.
Because before I even go there, I asked them, how many teams do we have? They told me that yes, we have 6. 6 teams completely here. They are already on the pitch waiting for you. Then I went there, and then I only met 4 teams.
Wow.
On that 4 teams, I told them, look, I purchased a trophy and then a medal. So it's more than what I will get here.
I know.
So I have to, think otherwise. I told myself that let me tell them that this trophy is somebody's own, because trophy is very expensive. I purchased it for around $5,000,
Okay.
And other stuff. So I told them that, look, you are going to celebrate whoever won this, you are going to celebrate it, and then after that you return the trophy.
Yeah, because business-wise it's not.
Yeah.
Sports is expensive.
Yeah, sport is expensive, and then they all agree, and then after that, we enter into competition. Okay. But before we enter into competition, one team they have misunderstanding, then the other team dropped. Now it means 3 teams.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
that was crazy. So how do you manage it at the end of the day? How do you do it?
Yes, because I already came, and then I have used many.
No, I know that, but how do you manage with the 3 teams?
3 teams. I don't have any other choice but to let the day to be whole. Then what I do is these 3 teams, they have to be around.
Yeah, they play each other.
Yeah, they have to play each other.
And the one with the less goes out.
Has to go down.
And this
then
one
will be final directly.
Oh my God.
Yes. So this is how I do. And then it was very interesting because many people came,
Okay.
to watch the match, and then Campo was even there.
Dukure,
and then even the Sport Journalists Association of the Gambia, Omar Jajo even wanted to come, but he was on his way, and then he had a call, and then he don't have any other choice but to return back. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's it.
So that was Dukure of King FM. And also we have Campo, the famous General Campo of Star TV, Star FM. Thank you so much for coming. And SJAG, El Presidente, that's my own president, and I'm his first vice president of sports journalism. Thank you. Alieu, but by your explanation, the song one this year was not a success to me, as you explained. Because I mean the years from Sotokoi to Farato were, according to your explanation, were success. But it's somebody, I mean, waiting for 10 teams to come, you end up having 4. That means minus 6. And not only that, at the end of the day, you end up minus another 3. How can you explain that to you? How do you feel about the whole scenario?
I feel very devastated because I am not used to it. What I used to is, whenever I organize certain things, it gets successful. But why this time it was totally, fruitless. So I told myself, like, maybe this is a lesson to me, and then it will not stop me. This is just a breakdown, and then I don't follow him, and doesn't mean that is the end of it. What I also want to do is I communicated to the committee of Farato. This time it's going to be Farato Field Bar, and then it's going to be on the 19th. We coming next on the 19th of April. Farato Field Bar will be another exciting day. Exciting day.
Yeah. Well, we hope that the people of Farato, in fact, Sport 360 this time, inshallah, will be live there, and we make sure that it is. It will be covered, inshallah, and then we make sure that it's going to be. What is the most important message you want to send across to my viewers regarding Alieu's Sports Day? But Alieu, before that, do you have a sort of a kind of a committee? Because I don't think Alieu alone can do all this. Do you have a kind of 1 or 2 helping? Because if it is Alieu alone, it's going to be. Do you have a setup?
One of my elder brother will tell me that you are a one-man soldier. Whatever you enter into it, you make sure that you get it. When I started it was only me, and then still now it is only me, because I try to have people, especially the young journalists that are in the system, people like Matthew Gomez of Capital FM. I contacted with him, with his crew. I told them, look, this is what I always initiate yearly. Can you please come and join me? They gave me their promise. But due to certain reasons, they were not in the picture.
Alieu is telling us he's only one-man soldier. Alieu, our advice to you is bring people on board. Campo is very good. What's the name again? Dukure is very. Yeah. In fact, you have Esa. Esa is here in Farato. You have this time what you need to do is talk to Koma, talk to Charles, talk to Haruna. They will be able to set up something for you. If you want to work, you alone is going to be difficult. So what I expect, you can be out there, but please try to have a team, especially the Farato one coming, have a team, give them your idea, let you share some responsibility. At the end of the day, it will be very, very easy. So I definitely want you to do that for me. I want you to close it with the Manika, but before then, what is the most important message that you want to send across regarding your sports day?
Yes, what I would say is sport day, it is all about sport day. And then I am urging people to come on board and then see how competitions are done. And then especially in football, this is what I believe, we have to bring, issues on our board, so that our players can able to nurture themselves or can able to have the room to compete among themselves. This is what I believe in. And then my last word would be people who are on education and especially journalism, believe in yourself and then have the passion of whatever you are doing. Passion can lead you to achieve whatever you wanted to achieve in this life. Challenges and then obstacles must come into your way, but challenges and obstacles should not stop you whatever you wanted to do in life, especially what you want to achieve in.
Okay, Alieu Jannimbita, isela sport day domani, especially in last one me along akita som ise saro di mola wala bari ya fo mol fanami katunga community nata je mol finde je ise domani foyeje.
Yes, mbe tendrone njaro sambala sports committee kan especially milia mutan fi ata som sate kono na boto utan be journalism fanan tendula mi alanko imabe tananje mbe mol fanan tendula ka foy ko ala baraka bake ale amutan fe nyamin ate som sate jin kono nadia da ale ate sibitu nala on the 19 ambe do fanan sodla ate som ate farato sate kono ja on the 19 ala baraka.
Alieu, so on the 19 ngambre mbetara farato
for so
ngamre jama mo be kumandi pour ngana farato woto ngamre obekela
no, warmaldi because I have people they will come and support. They really wanted to support, especially Senabu Sama of SSTV and then Mohamed Dugure of King FM. The president himself, he'll be on the board. Yes, and then Star TV, Kampu, and then I'm inviting all the other journalists.
Especially, what about Sport 360?
Sport 360, Mola boss.
Alieu, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming to Sport 360 Live. That was Alieu Dahaba. And of course, that definitely ends our Sport 360 program today, Sunday. We'll be back again next Sunday. But before we go, remember, sponsors are still invited. And it's here on Atlantic TV every Sunday from 8 to 9, and sponsors are invited. In the meantime, big thanks to my training camera people right here in the studio. Big thanks to Aminata ABCC, and of course, Kumba Job, and the one and only Sehu Suare. Thank you so much from me, Big Sam International Sport 360 Live. Good night. Bye-bye. Damane cha Atlantic fofu nono naka professional anything lingena ñol ci walum harañ ñom ñoo fi gëna ak quality professional standard recording studio mu fa fofu nono bokay pour sen voice record ya xamne artist nga buga nga ñoo nga record lepang fa live band instrumental records la lepang fa mix ak master a lepp li nga sola danaka ñu ngi ubbi bes bu nekk bu len faté tamit am nañ sound system bu mag di Atlantic Sound International pour lepp li ngeen sola sen ciéti sen genté yi open events am na ci togu ak stage concert yamu ci lol Atlantic TV ñu ngi fofu nonu naka pour sen live coverage video shooting la photo shoot manam printing ak lepp li nga soxla dal ci télévision di def ñu ngi leen ko defal yegal ñu tay su tanka di sey ci farato manam dendo farato juma bi mbite nga téléphone 3690787 3690787 pour Atlantic Media House lepp li ngeen soxla taxaw na tem